Ice cream man up on my block. The chimes you just play beneath. Ice cream man, ring your bell. I love the chimes you play beneath. Ice cream man upon my block. I love the sound you play. It's neat. Ice cream man, play your chimes. I know you just sound really fine. Ice cream man upon my street. I love the sound you play. It's neat. Ice cream man upon my block. I love the sound you play. It's neat. Yeah. Song about ice cream, but we're gonna have some.
Yeah. Nice. Migros TV'ye o zaman hoş geldiniz. Migros TV'de bu hafta yine başka ülkelerden insanlarla Türk yemekleri deneyeceğiz, İngilizce sohbet edeceğiz. Daha sonra o İngilizce sohbetimiz üzerinden size İngilizce tüyoları vereceğim. Biliyorsunuz daha önce bu konsepti izlediyseniz, eğer izlemediyseniz, ilk defa görüyorsanız daha önce de böyle videolar yaptık. Migros TV kanalını kontrol etmeyi unutmayın bu videodan sonra. Bugün yanımda Yan ve Lara var. Yan ve Lara ile bugün ciğer yiyeceğiz ve sohbet edeceğiz. İsterseniz daha fazla uzatmadan başlayalım. Are you ready guys?
Yes.
Let's go! So, how are you guys? Welcome.
Thank you. Fine.
Great. Excited.
Feeling great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, we're going to try ciğer. Have you ever tried it before?
Yes, I have. I've
You
had
have?
the privilege. Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, me too. We also eat that in Brazil.
In Brazil also?
Yeah.
Wow.
We cook kind of different, but yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay, perfect. So you're from Brazil.
Yeah, I'm from Brazil.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the video, Lara is from Brazil.
Yes.
And Lara has been here for
2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, around
Perfect.
2 years.
Nice. So what about you, Yan?
Yeah, I'm half English, half French. I've been in Turkey for 5 years. So,
5
yeah.
years. It's a very long time.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
no, it could still will be longer. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So what have you guys been doing in Turkey? Like, how do you spend your days here?
Well, apart from playing music and teaching English and French, I also spend a lot of time trying to learn Turkish. So, yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Nice. So you teach English and French too?
Yeah, too. Also. Yeah.
So is French your mother tongue too?
Yeah, my mom is French.
Uh-huh.
I was brought up with French language also.
French language. Ah, okay.
There
So
you go.
you speak very good French.
Yeah.
Can you speak a little bit?
Okay.
I love it. I love the language.
J'aime manger le JR, c'est
Wow.
délicieux, j'adore. But Portuguese is a very nice language.
Yeah. Can you speak in Portuguese too?
But you want me to speak? Oi, tudo bom? Meu nome é Lara. Different.
It's
It
different.
sounds different,
It sounds
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
I've seen a TV series called 3% and it was in
Oh,
Portuguese.
yeah,
Ah, I
yeah.
love it.
It's so nice series, yeah.
It's so nice.
Cool.
Okay, so how do you spend your days here?
Most of the time I'm working, and the rest I'm hanging out with my friends, meeting new places. Yeah,
Nice. So you
Istanbul is
work
very
as
big.
a...
Marketing,
Oh, okay.
marketing influencer. Yeah.
Nice. Are you guys ready to try out the GL?
Yeah.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah, let's
Why not?
try
do
it.
it.
So you can take some on your plate if you like.
Okay.
This
So I'm
meat.
supposed to take a bit of tomatoes, a bit of
Yeah.
like usually I just have GR, you know, like
With
the
rice.
meze kind of experience. Like you have
Yeah.
it on its own, but so we can
But
have
you
it
can
with
have it like this too,
tomatoes. Okay. Iran in general.
Yeah, I run in
Yeah.
general.
Well, it's really nice after eating meat, but my point of view is that you become very sleepy after like you have a lot of
Yeah,
meat and
yeah.
if you wash it down with ayran, usually you're like, oh, I need
Yeah.
a nap now. So yeah.
I love ayran with çiğ köfte.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Okay, are you guys ready?
Yeah.
So let's
Yeah.
try it out.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
Afiyet olsun.
It's like you hate it.
No,
Do you hate it?
I was thinking, this is my breakfast actually.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry about that.
That's a nice way to start the day. You know, and
why
it's
not?
and it's spicy, you know, at the same
it's
time.
spicy, it's different.
So I'm waking up. Yeah.
What do you think?
Oh, good.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not my favorite thing, but it's different and
For some days, I mean.
yeah.
It's not a food like to eat every day, but yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I love it.
You love it?
Yeah, no, I like it.
No
I like
way.
it. Like it's feeding me.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah,
Makes sense.
It makes the job. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes the job.
But it tastes different. It's not necessarily juicy. Right, it's got this dry kind of texture to it,
Yeah.
and it's got a strong smell also.
Yeah.
So I got the impression either you love it or you hate it.
Exactly.
Is that the case, maybe?
It's
Yeah.
the case.
Okay.
It's the case. I mean, as I said, it's not my favorite. I mean, if I don't eat GR for a long time, I just don't eat it. It's fine. But it's different, yeah.
Did you shake your iron?
I did. Thank you so much.
That's important.
Yeah.
I've got some questions for you guys. So while eating, you can just keep on eating your food and also answer the questions if you like. If you like, I'm not forcing you, but it's not like I'm forcing you, but yeah.
Oh, it's really good. I like it.
Eat.
You're like anne.
So would you prefer Turkish food or your country's food?
My country's food for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
So you don't like Turkish food?
No. I like Turkish food, but I love my country food. Yeah. We have some nice
I've never
things.
tried Brazilian food before.
Stroganoff, something like that. Never.
No,
No?
nothing.
I
So
can
what should I
cook for
try?
you. Yeah, stroganoff.
Stroganoff. How do you spell it?
Yeah. Stroganoff. STROG. I think it's not actually Brazilian, but we make in a different way, in a Brazilian way. maybe.
Okay.
Yeah,
What's your favorite Turkish food then?
that's hard.
Çiğ
I think the doma that we ate.
Ah.
Yeah, yeah. But olive doma.
Yeah.
Olive
Zeytinyağlı
doma.
yaparsan.
Yeah, zeytin,
With
yeah.
olive oil.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think?
My favorite Turkish food, I think desserts count, right? I can say
Yeah,
dessert.
sure.
Künefe, I think is
Really?
like
It's
your
favorite?
It's amazing.
Wow.
Yeah, I love it. Mercimek çorba, İskender. I like the variety. There's a bit of everything. Although, if you're vegetarian, tabii it's a bit. And the first question was.
Would you prefer Turkish food or your country's food?
Oh, okay. Well, if I choose England, I would say definitely it's better. Like there's, I mean, there's a culture of food more than England. If I compare it to France, though, it's different. It's a different story. I think there are some advantages and disadvantages. Like I prefer
what?
French cheese, for example.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
much
Definitely.
more, like-
Definitely, yeah.
But like for main dishes, yeah, I think Turkey is my place to go. Yeah.
Okay. Would you rather stay in Turkey or keep traveling?
Keep traveling.
Where?
Spain.
Spain. Why?
Ibiza. To I don't know. I always had this wish to learn Spanish. Also, Spanish is so close to Portuguese, and
Yeah, it must be very easy
yeah,
for you
it's
to help.
it's similar.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I always had this dream to go to Ibiza, meet a lot of people, parties,
Yeah.
falan filan.
Parties, falan filan. So cute. Yeah, I've been to Spain. I learned Spanish, but I've never been to Ibiza. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Tell me some words.
Hablo un poco de español
Oh.
porque viví en España por 9 meses.
9 meses.
Can you understand? You
Yes.
can understand me.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
What about you?
I think I'll probably keep on traveling, even though I really love Turkey. Which country? I would say Vietnam. I'm very interested by the food, actually. Apparently there's nice food over there. I'm always tempted also if there's a very different language. That's the reason why I came to Turkey. I like the language, the Turkish, it's very different and everything, so.
Yeah, it must be very different for you. The Turkish language, right?
Yeah, very, very different.
What is the most difficult part of learning Turkish?
Turkish.
I don't know how you call them again, the things at the end, the suffixes.
Oh,
The
yeah,
suffix.
suffixes.
Yeah.
All the different types of suffixes which have their own particular meaning.
Exactly.
And there's how many types, I don't know. There's,
types of suffixes. And also, you have to adapt them.
yeah, it's tricky grammar to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky.
bit.
Just a bit, yeah.
Okay.
Not that much. What about you? Some mixes too?
Yeah.
Oh my god, oh god. So, which places would you prefer going to in Turkey? Or
good
in
question.
Istanbul?
That's a good question.
I mean, around Galata and Turkey, depends if it's summer, maybe Antalya, Fethiye.
What do you like about Antalya?
I don't know, it's so beautiful there, everywhere. I went there by car and everywhere is so beautiful, like shining, the sea is amazing, clean.
And it's so warm, isn't it?
Yeah, the weather is amazing, yeah.
Yeah. During winter?
During winter, Istanbul time, you know, like hanging out around Istanbul. Like
Oh, okay. What do you like doing in Istanbul during winter?
drinking wine.
Drinking wine. Hot wine.
Hot
maybe.
wine, hot wine,
Yeah,
yes.
I love it too.
Yeah.
You must love wine.
Yeah. Of course. Yeah, I mean, there's some nice wine in Turkey.
Yeah, right?
There's some very nice ones and some very bad ones too.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Anyway, we were talking about favorite places in Turkey, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm a big fan of Kaş.
Gosh, oh,
Yeah,
I've never been there.
So it's a bit of a similar kind of thing to Antalya or
Antalya,
Fethiye.
yeah.
It's between, and I like the fact it's a small town, and I also visited Kekova, which was like this amazing place. So I would go there again, definitely. And in the
Nice.
winter time, somewhere like Cappadocia, you know, like sort of
Cappadocia.
epic landscapes. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the cool thing of Turkey. There's different kinds of landscapes everywhere.
Exactly. Okay, my last question for you guys. What kind of things do you prefer while choosing a country to live in?
An exciting city, and I think Istanbul was the main reason I came to Turkey, for example, because such a dynamic, such a chaotic, beautiful city. You want to spend time there, and the atmosphere. The atmosphere is important
Yeah.
for me.
The people,
think?
I think, yeah, the people, like their mind, open mind, maybe. I don't know, Brazilian people are very similar to Turkish people
Yeah.
because they're very, very welcoming and like to talk a lot. So yeah,
They're very friendly.
like I wouldn't prefer to go to a cold country, let's say,
Oh,
like
okay. Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah,
The atmosphere is very important. The people,
very important.
very important. So yeah, I agree. Okay, so that was it. You can keep eating, it's fine.
I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, you're enjoying it.
I'm enjoying it.
He was
It's-
hungry.
Yeah.
He was very.
Thank you so much for everything.
Thank you for having us.
Pleasure. Sorry, I got food in my mouth.
Nice. Selam, yine size sohbetimiz üzerinden İngilizce tüyoları vereceğim. Bu videoda yabancı arkadaşlarıma bolca tercihlerini sordum. Neleri tercih ettiklerini bana bir bir anlattılar. Ve bunları konuşurken prefer ya da would rather kullandık. İsterseniz benim sorularıma ve onların cevaplarına göz atıp cümlelerimiz üzerinden tercihlerimizden nasıl bahsedebiliriz onu öğrenelim. Hadi bakalım. Öncelikle ben şu soruyu sordum. Dedim ki, would you prefer Turkish food or your country's food? So, would you prefer Turkish food or your country's food? Bu demek oluyor ki Türk yemeklerini mi yoksa kendi ülkenizin yemeklerini mi tercih ederdiniz? Bu soruda would you prefer kalıbını kullandım. Eğer hangisini tercih ederdin anlamında bir soru yöneltmek istiyorsanız cümlenize would you prefer diyerek başlayabilirsiniz. Sonrasında da neler arasından tercih yaptırmak istiyorsanız onların aralarına or getirerek söyleyebilirsiniz. Mesela would you prefer tea or coffee? Yani çay mı tercih edersin yoksa kahve mi? Bu soruda bu kalıbı tam olarak görmüşsünüzdür. Daha sonra Lara, my country's food for sure diye cevap veriyor.
My country's food for sure.
Benim ülkemin yemekleri kesinlikle anlamına geliyor bu cümlesi de. Direkt tercih ettiği şeyi söylüyor Lara burada. Bu şekilde cevaplar verebilirsiniz siz de tercihlerinizden bahsederken. Çünkü gayet kısa ve net bir şekilde kendinizi ifade etmiş olursunuz. Direkt tercihinizi söyleyerek. Cümlesinin sonunda for sure diyor. Bu da kesinlikle anlamına geliyor arkadaşlar. Yani kesinlikle kendi ülkesinin yemeğini tercih ettiğini ifade etmiş oluyor. Siz de for sure ifadesini kullanabilirsiniz kesinlikle demek için. Sohbetimiz devam ederken Lara'ya şu soruyu soruyorum. Diyorum ki, what is your favorite Turkish food? What's your favorite Turkish food then? Burada en sevdiği Türk yemeğini söylemesini istiyorum. Yani favori Türk yemeğini. Bunu sorarken what is your favorite şeklinde soruya giriş yapıyorum. Birine bir konudaki favorilerini sorarken siz de bu kalıbı kullanabilirsiniz. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite TV show? What's your favorite country? Bu şekilde cümlelerle gelebilirsiniz siz de. What's your favorite ile başlayarak. Daha sonra benim bu soruma Yan cevap veriyor. Diyor ki my favorite Turkish food is...
My favorite Turkish food.
Deyip tercihinden bahsediyor. En sevdiğim Türk yemeği şu derken bu şekilde bir cevap veriyor. Cümleye gördüğünüz gibi giriş yapıyor. Diyor ki my favorite. Siz de cevaplarınızı bu şekilde verebilir, favorilerinizden bahsedebilirsiniz. Örneğin en sevdiğiniz filmi söyleyecekseniz my favorite movie is Forrest Gump ya da my favorite food is lasagna gibi. Tamamen en sevdiğiniz şeylerden bahsederken kullanabileceğiniz bir ifade. Sonra Yan önceki soruma cevap veriyor. Diyor ki I choose England. I would say definitely it's better.
I choose England. I would say definitely it's better.
Yani İngiltere'yi seçiyorum. Bence kesinlikle daha iyi diyor. Yan burada farklı bir şekilde cevap veriyor farkındaysanız soruma. Choose kelimesini kullanıyor. Yani seçmek. Choose seçmek anlamına geliyor. I choose England derken İngiltere'yi seçiyorum anlamında bir cümle kurmuş oluyor. I would say kalıbı bu arada çok fazla kullanılan bir kalıp. Anlamını da ben şunu derdim, bence şöyle, şunu diyecek olurdum gibi çeşitlendirebiliriz. Tercihlerinizden bahsederken I would say diye söze giriş yapabilirsiniz siz de. Would you rather stay in Turkey or keep traveling diye bir soru soruyorum. Would you rather stay in Turkey or keep traveling? Türkiye'de kalmayı mı, seyahat etmeye devam etmeyi mi tercih ederdiniz anlamına geliyor. Would you rather yine tercihleri sorgularken kullanabileceğimiz bir kalıp. Would you rather watch TV or watch YouTube? Yani televizyon mu izlemek isterdin? Yani tercih ederdin. Yoksa YouTube izlemeyi mi tercih ederdin derken would you rather ile başlayıp bu şekilde bir soru sorabilirim. Yine would you prefer'deki gibi cümleye would you rather şeklinde giriş yapıp seçeneklerin arasına or koyarak gösteriyoruz seçenekleri. Yan diyor ki I think I would probably keep on traveling.
I think I'll probably keep on traveling.
Yani muhtemelen seyahat etmeye devam ederdim. I would probably yine cevaplarımızı verirken kullanabileceğimiz bir kalıp. Muhtemelen şunu yapardım anlamına geliyor. I would probably stay in Turkey. Mesela muhtemelen Türkiye'de kalırdım ya da I would probably travel. Muhtemelen seyahat ederdim. Şeklinde cümleler kurabilirsiniz siz de. I would probably diyerek. Daha sonra şu soruyu soruyorum. Diyorum ki which places would you prefer going to in Turkey? Which places would you prefer going to in Turkey? Yani Türkiye'de hangi yerlere gitmeyi tercih ederdiniz? Tekrardan would you prefer sorusu sormuş oluyorum. Bu sefer soruyu biraz genişlettim ve dedim ki which ... would you prefer? Yani hangisini tercih ederdin anlamında. Mesela örnek verelim. Which food would you prefer eating? Yani which food derken hangi yemeği yemeyi tercih ederdin demek oluyor. Which TV show would you prefer watching? Hangi diziyi izlemeyi tercih edersin? Genel tercihlerden bahsederken bu şekilde sorabilirsiniz arkadaşlar. Mesela buna cevap olarak I prefer watching Friends diye bir cevap verebilirim. Yalnız bu cümlelerde prefer'dan sonra gelen fiillere ing eki getirdiğimize dikkat çekeyim. Genel tercihlerimizden bahsettiğimiz için bu şekilde kurduk cümleyi. Yan diyor ki I'm a big fan of cash.
I'm a big fan of cash.
Yani cash'ı çok seviyorum demek oluyor bu arkadaşlar. Bir şeyi tercih etmekle kalmayıp bir de çok seviyorsak ve bunu ifade etmek istiyorsak ama big fan of kalıbını kullanabiliriz. Yan burada I am a big fan of cash derken cash'ın fanı olduğunu söylüyormuş gibi diyebiliriz. İngilizce'de bu çok fazla kullanılıyor arkadaşlar. Her ne kadar Türkçe'de kulağa garip gelse de bayağı kullandıkları bir şey. Sadece yani insanlar, ünlüler için değil bu fanlık meselesi. Sevdiğiniz en basit bir şey için bile I'm a big fan of diyebilirsiniz. Mesela I'm a big fan of soda ya da I'm a big fan of Turkish drama. Yani Türk dizilerini çok seviyorum gibi. What kind of things do you prefer while choosing a country to live in? Diye bir soru soruyorum. What kind of things do you prefer while choosing a country to live in? Yaşayacak bir ülke seçerken ne tür şeyler tercih ediyorsunuz anlamına geliyor bu soru. İşte buradaki ne tür şeyler tercih ediyorsunuz kısmını what kind of things do you prefer cümlesiyle veriyorum arkadaşlar. Bu sefer do you prefer diyorum. Bu şekilde de tercihlerini sorabilirsiniz karşınızdakinin. Which one do you prefer? Hangisini tercih edersin? Mesela bolca kullanılan bir cümledir. Evet, bu videoluk tüyolarımız bu kadardı. Umarım işinize yaramışlardır. Migros TV'de bu haftaki İngilizce videomuz bu kadardı. Umarım eğlenmişsinizdir. Daha önceki videolarımızı eğer izlemediyseniz yukarıya linkini bırakıyor olacağız. Migros TV kanalını kontrol etmeyi unutmayın ve gelecek videolardan haberdar olmak için Migros TV kanalına abone olmayı unutmayın. Ayrıca eğer bu videoyu beğendiyseniz like'larınızı esirgemeyin lütfen. Like atabilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda yorum da atabilirsiniz. Çünkü yorumlarınızın hepsini okuyorum. Böyle bizden bu kadardı. Kendinize çok iyi bakın. Öpüyorum hepinizi.
Bye bye. Görüşürüz.
Bye bye.